What's up, everybody? It's Adam here with the American Adventure. I wanted to kind of go over what I've used this year. I've been lucky enough now for the third straight season to have tagged out here in Tennessee on turkeys. We're allowed to kill 4 every year here in Tennessee, and lucky enough, been able to bag 4 for the third straight year. But just wanted to go over what I'm using in a perfect situation. If I'm able to get in, roost a bird, get in there in the morning if I'm hunting a field. You know, this is like a setup. This is not a run and gun scenario. This is just if you've got the time and you're able to set decoys out and sit back by a tree and hang out for a little while, this is the set I would use. And then I've just got, you know, go through a couple little calls and things that I've got. But my personal setup, obviously I've got the new mossy oak vest. Now I love it. It has tons and tons of pockets. I've already done a YouTube video on this actual vest. It's carried 4 birds now out of the field. I haven't lost anything, which is unbelievable. Usually I'll lose something every year. And you know, the pad is great. Wish the pad could be thicker, but I think everybody wishes that their butt pad could be thicker during turkey season, so you know, that's a normal request. But I'll lug that, and I'll be taking my box call from 2014 that I was lucky enough to get on the Jake's Hunt of a Lifetime. I'll take that with me just for a shot gobble. You know, of course, you can run your typical stuff, or with the rubber band. With the rubber band, you can call it the gobble. So that's one of the calls, crow call. Everybody knows the crow call, a little shot gobble action. You know, you can do it in the morning, midday, just to try to get a gobble out of them birds, and it really kind of just tells you where they are. It's not meant for bringing them in or anything. And then you know, Jimmy, you'll get upset with me here, but I've been rocking Woodhaven. You know, the slate call I've had for 3-4 years now. Love it, love it. It's a $115 slate call, but I got it for like 20 bucks because I had so many gift cards. But it is magical. I've dropped it in the mud. I've gotten water all over it this year alone, and it's still just it's a beautiful, beautiful sound. I love their slate calls. And I've been using one of their mouth calls. This is the 2nd straight year I've been using this call. You can tell box is all jacked up. And once you get used to a mouth call, I'll be very honest with you guys, you won't want to use anything else. You know, you throw your mask on, everything ready to go. You don't have to move. You just sit there and, you know, use your mouth, use that diaphragm call. And you know, I've had great success with the mouth call this year. It caused pretty much every bird I've dealt with to come on in, except for the last one which I chased. You know, I rock the Vortex binoculars. Again, I got these back at Christmas, a couple Christmases ago, so kind of free, I guess. But also I'm rocking the Winchester Longbeard shells. These are the 5s. My buddy Clay, I was shooting 6s, but my buddy Clay brought some 5s down, and I've changed my mind, so I've been rocking those 5s. Shooting the Benelli Black Eagle 3, brand new gun. It shoots like a freaking train. Took it snow goose hunting. It works phenomenally. Have yet to have a shell, you know, stall in there, or you know, whatever you want to call them, stovepipes. Of course, that's in a pistol, but whatever. Got the full choke tube on there. You know, I've got Benelli comes with 5. If you buy one of their shotguns, they come with 5, and so I'm using just their choke. Then I'm rocking all the mossy oak gear, which I really love these pants, to be honest, guys. They've got they're perfect for a run and gun type, and they're super light. But see, you got your pocket for your striker, for your slate call, for your box call. You got another big pocket over here for whatever you need, and they're super, super, super light. So they're great for if you want to use them for on the running and gunning. I really like them. Been wearing them for 2 years now. And then they're by Old Tom, so I'll go get you one of them. And then just your typical. This is from, actually I got the Tibby 2, I guess, the Tibby line. This is the Obsession. Obviously it's pretty green out right now. I mean, it's exploded around here, so I've been using my bright colored camo, kind of fit in. Now, when we're talking kind of a setup, my favorite setup is definitely the 2 hens and a Jake. Now, typically, if you've got a Tom or a couple Toms, you know, they don't like Jakes getting their women, plain and simple. And especially when there's 2 out there. they really don't like the young birds being able to take over and take their honeys, right? And so also what I've done on this Jake, and these are $8.99 decoys from Academy. Nothing fancy. There's nothing fancy to them. I mean, this ain't nothing. But when the turkeys are, you know, they're horned up and ready to go, you don't have to have some special decoy. You know, there's several companies out there that have decoys that run in the $100 range, $100+ range. There's one that you get a set of a Jake and a hen for $250. Well, guess what? Here's less than 20 bucks, and I've tagged out in less than 3 weeks. You don't need expensive decoys. But do get the kind that are very long. So kind of the beauty of this, of course, since she's not all, let me puff her up a little bit. The beauty of the tall ones is they stick up out of the ground pretty far, and then when that wind hits them, they really will do some spinning, of course. And then these, you got a lug nut, I guess that's what that's called. A lug nut on there that you can spin out a little bit here. Hopefully y'all can see that. And then that gives her room to move. So now, she'll spin around, blah, 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 blah. You put her right, and that gives her room to kind of, you know, move around, wiggle around, etc., etc. Same thing for the Jake, but I improvised a little bit and I added me some fishing line. Now make sure this is legal where you're hunting. And I just take this fishing line and I spool it out as I head back to my set, and just set it by me. And then whenever I see some birds out or whatever, you know, I'll hit that mouth call a few times, a couple loud times, really rock the Jake around a little bit and make it known that he's there. And it drives them nuts. They don't like having a Jake take over, you know, their hens. So, and then also the spacing on them. You know, I don't have them right next to each other. I've got them every bit of, I don't know, 3-4 yards apart. Typically the hens are with themselves, and I have the Jake, you know, somewhat on his side. I kind of have somewhat of a triangle, short end, and then he's on the long end of the triangle. But yeah, that's my setup. I try to have the decoys at least 20 yards away, in hopes that, you know, here's decoy here, I'm here. You want them to come from the sides. You don't want them coming straight on, because if the decoy is between you and the turkey straight on, any movement you do while they're looking at that decoy, they're going to see beyond that decoy, and they're going to see you moving, plain and simple. So if you can, get that decoy to be set up on a side of yours, so that when he's coming in, he's going to be coming from a side and not directly on. Now, if you're in a blind, you know, if you've got an awesome setup, doesn't really matter. Just don't move. But yeah, I mean, that's my setup. 3 straight years of killing birds, of tagging out here in Tennessee. This has been a tried and true glory since I've been hunting, you know, so it works for me. I'm not a pro. I'm not out killing elk and mule deer and whatever else you want to kill, but I'm in Tennessee tagging out every year. So taking my advice or don't, it's up to you. I will. This is Adam with the American Adventure. I appreciate y'all listening in. Make sure to like, subscribe, you know, to our YouTube channel. Also go follow the American Adventure on Instagram at TAA Outdoors. Again, this is Adam, and on behalf of our crew here, thanks for tuning in on my little tips and tricks in the turkey woods. So good luck. Hope everybody else has a great rest of your spring turkey season, and hopefully this helps you out, not only this season but in the future as well. So good luck. Hey everyone, this is Adam. On behalf of the American Adventure, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Instagram at TAA Outdoors. Hope y'all have a good one.